What's going on? I didn't see you guys there. Welcome to my office. I'm going to be creating some very good videos for you guys. Today is going to be the first one, which this series is going to be called Coach's Corner. So let me chew this beef jerky a little bit and I'll talk a little bit more about it. So Coach's Corner is going to primarily be a series for would-be personal trainers in training, or strength coaches and personal trainers trying to improve their overall skill base, add some more tools and weapons into their repertoire. So this is going to be a breakdown of a lot of what I do when working with clients and kind of the science behind it and the methodology behind it. So today, the very first one, we're going to be looking at pushes. So I'm going to show you how I step by step progress people to improve their push strength, to make sure that we're fundamentally setting them up for success rather than further facilitating bad patterns, like maybe differences on a unilateral plane, like their right arm is stronger than their left arm, so we want to even that out a little bit. I'll go into more details in the actual video, so go ahead and keep watching. So to begin, we're going to start off with the push progressions on how I personally work with clients when progressing them in their push strength. We're going to be working horizontal today, so I'll talk about the presses later. So you don't really want to throw someone straight on the barbell bench press over here. That is something that you want to save a little bit if you're going to be progressing them appropriately and not overloading them immediately to begin, or facilitating bad patterns they may have coming into the gym. So when I start with clients, I start with the push-up. So not everyone can do a push-up when they first come into the gym, and that's a-okay. So what you can do is you can find a Smith machine, just like so, or you can even use a dumbbell in a squat rack like over there, which we'll show in a second. So the higher up the incline is on this, the easier it's going to be. The lower the incline is, the harder it's going to be, because it gets closer to the floor, just like a real push-up. So you just go ahead and set yourself up on here, hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. You want to keep your butt, spine, and core all in a nice straight line, and press up. You almost want to push your butt back slightly because most people have a tendency to sag the hips down. So you really just want to think flat back right here, coming down. Trying to break that bar the whole time. So if your Smith machine doesn't go low enough, what you can do is you can come on over here to a squat rack where the bar can be set up to be a little bit lower, because you want to progress people down to the floor. So it's not something to where you can start or you can end 4 feet from the floor and have them go straight down to the floor. I've gotten 62-year-old guys busting out 25 plus push-ups by slowly increasing or decreasing the height, but keeping the same rep range. You're focusing on 12 to 25 reps each and every set. Once they can complete that fairly well, drop it down again. So once you progress them from the incline push-ups down to the floor, you're going to keep the same rep range with them, working from 12 to 25 reps. If, say, they're joining maybe the military in any branch, Navy, Marines, Army, you can work on push-ups a lot more so and do different variations of weighted, wider, narrow, all the sorts, but everyone should be able to do a standard push-up. So you're going to work between that 12 to 25 rep range, 3 to 4 sets for all of the push-ups. So I'll just go ahead and give you a quick show. You want to get your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. Make sure your fingers are pointing straight. You're almost making a straight L with your thumb and your fingers, and you're not pointing out like so. Get nice and straight, and then you're going to keep your elbows fairly close to the body. Breathe out, come up. You don't want to wing your arms out like this to where you're making a T shape, because that's going to put a lot of stress on your shoulders. You want to make sure they're nice and tight to the body, almost a 45-degree angle. You can go straight in like so to get more of a tricep work, but you're going to find the best results from that 30 to 45-degree angle. All right, so once you've got them doing push-ups fairly well, they're able to do 25 reps in a row on the ground without stopping, then you can progress to the dumbbell bench press, which you can also supplement in a little bit earlier by maybe supersetting it with a set of push-ups. You can do the dumbbell bench press for 10 reps, go push-ups to failure right afterwards. That's going to give them a really good chest bump, as well as just improve their overall chest strength, because they're going to be doing endurance with the push-ups. They're going to be working on strength with the dumbbell bench press. So you can use 10 reps, you can go 5, you can go 8, you can do whatever. Just keep it below about 10 if you're going to be supersetting it with push-ups. I'll go ahead and show you real quick what we're going to do. You're going to want to keep those arms at the same angle, that 45-degree angle. Get the weights right about level with your chest, if not a little deeper. Breathe out, push up. Squeezing your butt into the bench, driving your legs hard into it as well. Keep your whole body nice and rigid to support the whole lift. As well as if you maybe are working with someone who can't even do a push-up yet to begin with, something I set them up with is I increase the incline on here and have them doing close grip bench press, like so. One, if you're working with an older client, they don't have to lean back as far. And two, if you squeeze the weights together, it takes out the coordination of the hands right here, where you want to keep your wrists over your elbows. So this squeezing of the close grip bench press right here is also another way to incorporate the dumbbell bench press into the program. So now we're going to be showing the barbell bench press. All the cues are fairly similar to the dumbbell bench press. You're going to be working with this reps of like 5 to 10. You can go up to 15, you know, whatever you want to be focusing on, whether it's muscular strength, muscle mass, hypertrophy, or muscular strength. So when I work with people as a strength coach, I'm trying to get them stronger. I'll work with reps of 5 or 6 and lower, often work with like doubles or triples for large amounts of sets, you know, 5 to 8 sets. So everything's the same here. You want to bring the, well, it's fairly simple. You want to bring your shoulders. You almost want to tuck your traps underneath your shoulder blades right here to create a slight arch in your back. You're going to break this bar, and then you're going to drive your butt, flex your butt into the pad, flexing your quads to drive your heels to the ground. Press up and repeat. All right, so with all of these movements that I'm showing you, while there is a almost hierarchical scheme of you start off at one point and then you progress yourself up to those higher, more advanced movements, don't be afraid to throw a few of them together. So maybe when they're doing the incline bench press, let them do a little bit of some dumbbell bench press with that, maybe in a superset or maybe on a different day, just to still focus on improving the overall push strength, but not only using one main movement. So that's gonna help them out a lot. You know, for reference, you could do 10 dumbbell bench press or 10 reps on dumbbell bench press and finish off with a maximum reps to failure on push-ups. It can be incline or normal, and you know, go 15 to 25, 50 reps, whatever they can do. They probably could do 50 reps if they're just starting, but you get the point. And even with the dumbbell bench press, don't be afraid to add in a little bit of barbell bench press, especially for guys. Once you've already built up their push-up strength, if someone can do push-ups from the floor, they're able to go on the barbell bench press. So don't keep a advanced lifter who's got 2 years of lift, well, not advanced, but an intermediate lifter who's got 2 years of experience on just simply push-ups for 12 weeks, just because you think it's gonna be how you're gonna build them up from the bottom up. You want to still add in some extra movements. So I mean, you can throw the barbell bench press in there at 4 weeks, 8 weeks. Maybe it takes all the way up to 12 weeks. You just have to use your eye and kind of see how well they're progressing with their incline bench or their incline push-ups, their push-ups, then their dumbbell bench press, and then their barbell bench press. So play around with these 4, use them, make sure you're using lots of pull movements with these as well. Those are great things to pair up with these, but that's another video for another day that we'll get on into. So I hope this video helped, and go ahead and subscribe down below, give a like, and keep on watching the rest of the videos.